of the press. This is the movement of Bassa Youth and Students. Amanda! Wait! Amanda! Wait! Amanda! Wait! There you go! Sir! Young Bagri! Ao! Young Bagri! Ao! Young Bagri! Ao! Young Bagri! Ao! Oh, forget it, you! Oh, forget it, you! So yeah, thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the press, distinguished colleagues. You are here at the headquarters of the movement of Bassa Youths and Students. As a matter of fact, the media has been riddled with a series of media appearances and headlines against one of the permanent sons of Bassa, a top-notch professional who happened to be Mr. Deba Ali. He's the general manager of the VMRT company. And part of their accounts and part of their concern, our brothers from Kidman, they are consistently arguing that Mr. Deba Ali should be relieved of his position as the general manager. They have listed some counts. These counts they are ready to compromise, but one thing they cannot do is they cannot compromise Deba Ali going. So we are Bassa students and Bassa youth leader see this as a waste of. That is why we are calling you here at our PNP office to address, be concerned, and call on our lawmaker to get involved with this action for us in our state is unity among citizens of the Republic of Liberia. So the chairman, but before going forward, we would like to recognize a few personalities, 10-minute sons, 10-minute daughters of Bassa. We have
yeah, my name is Melvin Ablijio. I happen to be the Secretary General of Bassa Youth Caucus and also the Secretary General for the Civil Society in Grand Bassa County.
So, I'm Mlan Ross, the former president of African Methodist Episcopal Zion, Bassa chapter.
Yes, I'm John Yosef, several female president for the ODS High School, second to Thomas University, or Thomas High School, the Bassa High School system president.
So, my name is Bobby K. Family. I'm a student leader in this Republic of Liberia. I'm an emerging politician. And the one who will be reading the press statement is Madison Zonto, the former president of the Grand Bassa University student Union Busu, for the president, the press.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, Grand Bassa Youth and Students movement condemns tribalistic witch hunt and injustice in Kidman County, Liberia. Calls for unity and justice. The attention of the movement of Bassa Youth and Students mobile is drawn to the injustice, witch hunt, and tribalistic action against a permanent Bassa citizen in person of Mr. Deba Devi Ali by some citizens of Kidman County. Such action especially being engineered by the loud-mouthing representative Mohamed Dawson and others on behalf of the legislative caucus of Kidman County is appalling and will endanger the peace and tranquility of our common patrimony. These actions targeting the people of Bassa County in general and their sons in particular on the part of Timothy are not unselfish and devilish, but have far-reaching consequences to stir disunity, tribal disunity among the citizenry of our country, but also an uncivilized and violate Article 18 of the Liberian Constitution and Article 23 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Our organic law is straightforward on the rights of Liberians to live and work in any part of Liberia without intimidation or fear for their life. Article 23 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights that states, 1, everyone has the right to work, to free choice of employment, to just and favorable condition of work, and protection against unemployment. 2, everyone without any discrimination has the right to equal job for equal pay, etc. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 years ago, it was a son of Nima County, Mr. Jackson Soniyu. Today, it is a son of Grand Bassa County being discriminatorily targeted in Benkima County. Tomorrow, it might be a Gyo man, Kisi man, Pale man, or a Ku man targeted in Benkima County if we fold our hands and allow this to breathe in our society. We must all now stand together against injustice, tribalism, witch hunt, or we get prepared for the new wave of disunity and conflict engineered by selfish elements parading as lawmakers of Benkima County. Hence, movement of Bassa Youths and Students against the witch hunt of Deba Ali strongly condemns the act of injustice and the witch hunt of a professional and permanent son of Grand Bassa County to be released of his position as General Country Manager of BNNC based on tribalistic intolerance. The discontented demonstrators raised concerns about Article 14 among the 38 counts which indicate that MNG/BNNC transferred the country's General Manager position to Grand County immediately. Moreover, they urged President Dr. Joseph Newman Boaka to appoint Mr. Sano Wing, who they believed represents the people's choice. We view this assertion as lacking in patriotism, fostering tribalism, and divisiveness. Regrettably, it seems they are unaware of the Mineral Development Agreement, MDA, which stipulates that B Mountain possesses the right to hire based on the labor law of our country, without discriminating against any Liberian. It is unacceptable for anyone to be targeted in his or her own country of birth simply because of ethnicity. Such behavior goes against the value of inclusivity, diversity, and respect for all individuals, regardless of their backgrounds. Ladies and gentlemen, what is even more appalling is that the government of Liberia, specifically the Ministry of Justice, Labor, agencies that are clothed with the authority to protect these specific rights of Mr. Allen, appear to be promoting such injustice in the name of restoring kind. Hence, the movement wants to be conspicuously clear and call on the people of Benkima County who are divisively and ecocentrically calling for the putting out. Hence, the movement wants to be conspicuously clear and calls on all people of Benkima County who are divisively ecocentrically calling for the booting out of the topmost professional in Deba Devi Ali to stop their witch hunt immediately, or we, the citizens of Grand Bassa County, will hunt down every Kimotinian holding top managerial position in Grand Bassa County. To be precise, Liberia Agricultural Company LAC, Equatorial Palm Oil EPO, National Food Authority NPA Grand Bassa Branch, Forest Venture, Asno Metal Liberia, and others. We therefore call on the Legislative Caucus of Grand Bassa County, the Office of the Speaker, the Office of the Senate Pro Tempore, the Traditional Council, and the Religious Council to step in and amicably resolve the crisis and stop the witch hunt for the betterment of our country. Long live Grand Bassa County, Abliji, and long live Popular Liberia.
When you take your Bible, I wake up.
Say you, say you, say you.
Bassa wake up.
Say you, say you, say you.
Bassa wake up.
Say you, say you, say you.
Bassa wake up.
Say you, say you, say you.
Bassa wake up.
Say you, say you, say you. Where do? Where do? Where do?
Done on this date of March 26, AD 2024, signed. Melvin Ablije Bloor, Secretary General of the Bassa Youth Caucus and Secretary General of the Movement of Bassa Youth and Students, has been this movement. Approved Madison P. Zono, President Emeritus of the Grand Bassa University Student Union and Chairman of MOBA. Thank you so kind.
Thank you. So we will take a most 5 questions from the press.
Thank you. So my name is Blamoto from Bana FM. I'm not concerned who is a proud sponsor of the fight.
Like we said,
and just before you come in, I'm concerned about who is a proud sponsor of your fight, and besides, if you don't, what is our financial strength to take on the fight?
and so this fight is sponsored by Bassa citizens in Grand Bassa County and the student movement. We see this as a wish room, and as such, we as students must rally our minimal resources in ensuring that we fight this, because this is not the first of it kind. This has happened 3 times in the history of Grand Bassa County. So we as students, youth leaders, or retired, we see this more genuine and Sakwa North to erect the checkpoints at about this time. Or this might be a repeated case of the people of Grand Bassa County.
So we take the
Thank you. My name is Simeon Wolford.
be audible, be audible.
As a fact, being able to take into consideration the issue for which this young man has been targeted.
So yeah, we don't want to support the government because of our pitfalls or shortcomings in terms of adhering to the Mineral Development Agreement. Because in the Republic of Liberia, as a geologist, I am aware and close with the understanding that all companies in Liberia, there have been meaning of protests everywhere, as no matter Vutu, Kavala Resources, and all the other companies that have been protests here and there. So we don't want to speak of the FDA. But for the Kematinian to be precise, conspicuous, and emphatic, that the only one Bassa man who is about Allen to leave his position. This man that we are speaking of is someone who served in the managerial circle in the US for over 20 years. He took this company when this company was just at the embryonic stage. They were still doing exploration, the search for the oil. When he took this company and presided as country manager. Today, this company has over 4,000 employees.
Wow.
And you argue that this man had done nothing for the people of Great Cayman Country. It's unfortunate. It's devilish. It's satanic in nature. And this is why we, as former student generals of Grand Bassa County, are here to erect the necessary intellectual checkpoints.
So we take Gerald from page Africa.
My name is Gerald from page Africa. You stated the request or the protest against people in top position who are not here for the country have been going on for some time. Now, how far do you intend to go with your advocacy? What strategies you intend to employ in making your voices heard besides holding press conferences like this?
So like we said in our closing paragraph, the elders, we have the opportunity to have met with the elders, the traditional council of Grand Bassa County, and they were conspicuous in their thought that they said, if this persist and Deba Ali is removed from his position, we the citizens, elders, young people of Grand Bassa County will be left with no option but to hunt down every Montinian, we want to be precise, every Montinian that are holding top managerial position in the Bassa region, whether as non-mental, Equatorial Palm Oil, the Labrador Agricultural Company, Forest Venture, and you can name it. We will hunt down every Montinian because we, the people of Grand Bassa County, have been considered as the home of hospitality, and as such, we expect also other counties to do same, but to start to hunt our own son, our brother, who we believe is somebody who mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, and great-grandmother, great-grandfather, ancestors have hailed from Grand Bassa County only because the issues surrounding him to bring in somebody who is a politician, one son of win, who contested and was massively defeated by the people of Koma to call him a leader in the process. We think that we'll be left with no option but to hunt down every citizens of Grand Kima County in the domain or in the region of Grand Bassa County who are holding top.
So we'll take the guy.
Yeah, so thank you so much. My name is Ibrahim Moba and I report for LB Online. I would like to know what do you hope to achieve at the end of the day? What's the motive behind this crash? What do you hope to achieve at the end of the day?
What we hope to achieve is an eye for an eye. We want to be clear, this is a Muslim law. This is not the first of its kind. An eye for an eye. If you think what you are doing is right, we do that to many citizens of Grand Kima County who are surviving over 20 years. In Grand Bassa County, living here, we are working together as people.
So we take the.
My name is Jeremiah Moba. I report for Focus on Liberia. In your statement, you allege of one of the lawmakers or politicians within the county that is behind this particular issue. What are the facts that you can show?
The facts are all in the media. This is a man who has been championing the cause of Deba Ali to leave Grand Kima County. Even though he had not provided any basic justification why this man was leave, you cannot attribute the pitfalls or the shortcoming or the decimal performance of B. Martin Company to just impression. Even though he is the country manager, the country general manager of B. Martin Company, but he doesn't preside over every decision-making process. The company runs with an executive board chairheaded by the CEO and other members of the executive board. These voting are observed by parliamentary proceeding. People vote on issues and on decision processes. So to conclude that this man is clogged with the responsibility and for the shortcoming of not adhering to the affected community and considering the minimum development agreement not taking into consideration, we see this as just a wish one. The man, son of wing that all of us are speaking of, was a liaison, the government liaison, employed by the company, earning sufficient resources. They seen Deba Ali hired him, and before the election, he requested an appeal to the man that, oh look, with the processes involved, I want to resign, but I need to be compensated. Deba Ali did not hesitate in his capacity as country manager, lobbying with his colleagues, and were able to provide sufficient resources for this young man called Sanowin. He contested, but guess what? He was massively defeated by the people of Grand Kima County. He comes back and feud disenchanted Timothy. That Lord Deba Ali is the cause of all of the problems we are faced with. So let's get in out. Let me take a position. But you say the people love you and they see you as a godsend. Why they didn't vote you as a senator or representative when you contested in said position? But you are massively defeated and you are only part of the number that you are a participant in election and not a competitor in election. This is why we are saying to you, this is a witch hunt against his person. They see him as a potential Liberian qualified with a master's degree in chemistry who have worked in managerial position over the years, 20 years, like I said, in the US, and 13 years at the level of being managing company.
So we'll let the cardio.
We don't care how the war will sound.